A very warm welcome to all our viewers and welcome back to this iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium where we also have another exciting contest. It's match number 16, which is going to be played between Gems Education versus Lexington Shotguns, and this is going to be an interesting contest. Whoever goes on to lose this game, which will be pretty much eliminated from the contest. Right then I was there with the two captains and the match referee for the flip of the coin. Well, it's toss time here for match number 16 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Expected to have another high-octane game of cricket as two very talented sides are going to play against each other. It's time now to introduce you to the two captains. On my left is Fahad Nawaz, the captain of Lexington Shotguns. On his left is Balraj Singh, the captain of Gems Education. And on the extreme left, of course, we have our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. Fahad, you've got the coin. Please give it a spin. Heads is the call. Congratulations, Fahad, winning the toss. What's the plan?
We'll bat first.
Well, any specific reason you would want to bat first on this wicket?
The flow that we have taken from the last game, I think we're going to continue that as well. And as I saw, because wicket is already played one match, so I think second inning it will get more turn. I think that's the only thing.
It's a very important game for you guys, and especially you, Fahad Nawaz. You're back in form, so I'll be expecting some runs from you as well. You played brilliant in the last game as well.
Just need to be positive. That's it.
Changes playing 11?
Yeah, we have 3 changes.
Do you remember who are they?
Mohsin is in and Zain is in.
Well, best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
बलराज टॉस हार गए. अगर टॉस जीते तो आपका क्या प्लान था इस विकेट पे करने का?
प्लान था अभी बैटिंग फर्स्ट करें, सो नो प्रॉब्लम फॉर अभी टॉस लॉस हुआ है, सो हम ट्राई करेंगे कि कम से कम डिफेंड करें स्कोरिंग, सो लाइक 150 140. सो
काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है ये आप लोग के लिए. अगर आप जीतते हैं तो क्वालिफाई करते हैं, तो क्या कहा है आपने अपने लड़कों को इस मैच से पहले?
यार लड़कों को कुछ नहीं, बस सेम रूटीन पे चलेंगे हम, थोड़ा अच्छा खेलेंगे, सो अपना बेस्ट देंगे, सो ट्राई करेंगे अपना 100% दे सब. सो देखो अभी. हाँ
चले, बेस्ट ऑफ लक. गिव अस अ गुड गेम.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. थैंक यू.
That's the news. Confirmation coming in from the centre is that Lexington Shotguns, they won the toss and they've decided to bat first. Good toss to win. Fahad Nawaz calling it right and deciding to bat first. Interesting decision. We have seen the spinners in the last encounter. There was a lot of purchase for them. Got the ball to turn really big. Aryaman Sharma, the star in the last encounter. The only bowler, mind you, who's picked up a hat-trick in this tournament so far. He was on the verge of 5 wickets for his team. This is a very star-studded lineup of Lexington Shotguns, of course. Fahad Nawaz, the captain, he's in sublime touch. He was short of runs in the last season. There was a phase, there was a patch in his life where he was struggling, was not really getting runs for his team, but there he is now. Scored a magnificent 50-odd runs, if I can recall. And he is back in form. So this is good news for Lexington Shotguns. You would want somebody like Fahad Nawaz really to get back in form. And there he is. Looks much more fitter. And there you go. Kashif Billah, the umpire on your screen. Another very experienced umpire. He's had a great run for the last couple of seasons. He's been making some brilliant calls. Here he is again. Will be overseeing the proceedings this evening in the centre. Alongside him is Babar Ghazanfar, another very, very destructive batsman. Comes out to open and ensures gets his teams off to a good start. That is exactly what they want. Fahad and Babar Ghazanfar, quite a similar type of batters. But it's going to be interesting because it's Akif Raja, of course, a UAE cap player. So it's going to be experience versus experience. Of course, Fahad Nawaz too. He's played a lot of under-19 for the UAE. No steps in position. Having a deep square leg. And alongside a widest third man in position. Here we go. Match number 16 is underway. Oh, right on the money. Perfect delivery. Good length. Akif Raja, lately he's lost a bit of pace, but A bowler who can really make this new ball talk. Skids through, hurries onto the batters and gets an extra bit of zip off the surface. Yeah, you would want to see the back of Fahad Nawaz early, because once he gets settled, we've seen what he's capable of. He really will take the bowling apart and will ensure he gets you good starts. Oh, that is a magnificent delivery. They're asking the question and the umpire has raised his finger. And this is a huge moment in the game. Fahad Nawaz has been judged LBW. This is a big moment in the game. Akif Raja was pleading to the umpire and the umpire has raised his finger. This is not the best of starts. That's a big wicket. They've picked up Fahad Nawaz. The captain goes early. It's 0 for 1. Junaid Khan Afridi comes in very early in this contest. Big blow. Lexington Shotguns have lost their captain. And it's Akif Raja who's gotten them this big wicket. Now the man on your screen, not to forget, in the last game was out on a golden duck. Was out on the very first delivery of the match. So he must be under some pressure. When you're facing the lights of Akif Raja, really you need to be on your toes. I like this. I really love this approach. They've opted to have a slip in position, a short cover, a catching short cover in position. And that is what I love to see. Really, when you pick up wickets, go for it. Go for the kill. Beautifully punched. One thing is quite evident. There is so much to offer from this wicket. Fast bowlers, the moment they land the ball in the right areas, you do get your rewards. And he has gotten already, Akif Raja, that ball pitching in a perfect length, and then the hint of movement ever so slightly came in towards Fahad Nawaz and he was wrapped on the pads. Oh, a bit of a fumble. Now this is not good, really, because you've allowed Junaid Khan to take a single who was out on a golden duck. So that's why you would have wanted to keep up the pressure and showed you don't allow him to open his account. That's really sloppy. Don't really know what just happened there, but that was an easy one, and it's going to be Babar Ghazanfar to face for the very first time. It's going to be wide, will help the cause. But this is a perfect start. And every time you pick up early wickets, you put your team in a commanding position so early in the contest. And this is exactly what he's known for and famous for, Akif Raja. As I mentioned earlier, he has gone on to play for the UAE international team as well. Yeah, he is that good. Perfect. He's bowling in a very tight channel at the moment, not allowing the batters to free their arms, and Babar Ghazanfar being a bit cautious in his approach, knowing that they've lost the captain. And at the last delivery, they've removed the slip. Very good. He switched on the captain. Balraj Singh filling the shoes of Zafar Raja. They are surely missing the lights of the experience of Zafar Raja, who was brilliant in the last game. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire if it's come off the bat. In fact, no, it's a leg bye to close out the over. It's 3 for 1. Ali Tipu, he's been quite impressive in this tournament, and this is where he's been so special when he comes on to ball with the new ball. Watch his lines. I've seen a couple of games when he was in operation and he just keeps on firing onto the stumps, never really leaves his line. There you go, straight away on the money. That is what I really admire about this left arm spinner. Niraj Keswani from Z Sports, he did a fine job an hour or so before the start of this game. Lovely delivery, squared him up. There's a lot of chirping going out there, and why not? They know that this is a perfect start. Now that they have the pressure on the opponents, they would want to ensure they don't allow them to strike big. Just keep on bowling onto the stumps. He's just like a bowling machine, really. Ali Tipu will keep on firing at the stumps. Look at that. That's the third one onto the line of the stumps. And just from here, you will see him changing his space, bowling a little slower. Yeah, there he goes. Behind the stumps, Sajid is just indicating to his partner, just slow down a touch. Now this is aerial. It's gone for a biggie. That's a humongous hit. Babar Ghazanfar, he said, enough is enough. I'm going to go hard. And he's gone down on one knee and he's got a lot of elevation. Into the night sky she goes for a maximum. Hey, you wouldn't mind this, I believe, Ali Tipu, because that wasn't a bad delivery. It's just that he offered a bit of pace. That's one. And second, he's allowed him to really play across the line, because the line where he started off, Ali Tipu, was on the off fourth stump channel. So maybe he can just go back to his basics. And sure, he doesn't get his line wrong. His lengths are perfect. But just because that ball was slightly wider towards the offside, Babar, he had the privilege to free his arms. That's swept away, and swept away with a lot of precision. Gets another boundary. So breaking the shackles is Babar Ghazanfar. Ali Tipu yet again getting a little carried away. I think he's trying to go for the glory delivery, but that was once again too quick and drifting onto the leg side, taking full advantage of it. So he started off so well, Ali Tipu, and then all of a sudden bowling one towards the offside and now drifting to the leg side. Might as well just stick to what he was doing early on. Dot to close out the second over. It's 13 for 1. Well, he bowled exceptionally well in the first over, Akif Raja. Now this has been picked up, but they have a protection in the deep, so just a single. Junaid Khan on the other end, we know he's a class act. Technically very sound and can really shift gears and look to go big whenever his team requires him to do so. But for now, I think all he needs to do is just ensure he gets Babar Ghazanfar back on strike, which he did on the very first delivery. Short delivery, I was trying to get away from it, and it has hit onto the bat. wanted to let that one go alone. Gets a single. Will bring Junaid Khan back on strike. No slips in position, but they have a shot catching cover. A deep third man in position alongside a deep square leg. Oh, glorious stroke. Really deserves a boundary, but unfortunately hitting it straight to the fielder, who yet again has made a fumble and also a poor throw. This is something which they need to understand, that need to be on your toes, cannot afford to be leaking runs. I think I was being a little harsh there. That was a tough one. Just struck hard, and I think he saved a boundary there. Oh, sharp bumper should be given as a wide. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire, because it just looked like it was way above his head height. But no, it's been given as one for the over. Harper, it's done well to bend on this one. It's bowling exceptionally well here, Akif Raja, yet again. This is where I believe you need somebody like Akif Raja really to get those early wickets. This is what he has been doing in the past with the new ball. At times he can leak runs, but he's a genuine wicket taker. That's exactly what he's done in the first over. Picked up a pricey wicket of the captain, Fahad Nawaz. Oh, this is a check shot. And does the ball have enough legs? You bet it has. It's a brave shot. Quite fittingly yet again coming down the track. And trusting the bounce of the surface. The key to getting that boundary was the way he's played it with a straighter bat. Lovely stroke. Oh, he goes for a massive hit. That is a gigantic hit. Junaid Khan Afridi missing out in the last encounter, but tonight might just be his night. Look at that. And that is big six. Lovely stroke to close out the third over. It's 27 for 1. Alitipo to continue. Didn't bowl all that bad. Will continue now. This is high up in the air. This could be a wicket. It's a soft dismissal. Babar Ghazanfar, what have you done? You're batting beautifully. I wanted to play towards the extra cover. Yeah, we can see he's dejected. He's got it with himself. And it's a poor shot selection, really. He could have really smashed it toward the deep mid wicket. Trying to manufacture a shot out of nowhere, and in the end he has to pay the price by giving away his wicket. It's a big one. 27 for 2. Nasir Faraz, the player of the match in the last game. Oh, very close to the off stump. This would have been a massive moment if they ever go on to pick Nasir Faraz. So they're having a slip in position, and why not? They've got a packed offside field. It's a 6-3 field that they've set. 6 on the offside and 3 on the leg side. The 3 fielders on the leg side, a mid on, fine leg and a deep mid wicket. Now they've got a second slip in position. The ball is certainly turning. Alitipo will enjoy his outing. Nasir Faraz on the other end, itching to get off the mark. Yeah, it's turning out to be a fabulous, very entertaining power play, to be honest. I've seen quite a few shots coming in from the batters, and also Gems Education picking up 2 wickets. Nicely done, tossed up. Look at that. He's getting a bit restless, Nasir Faraz, and it just needs to be a little calm out there. We know the class of Nasir Faraz. And all he needs to do is just weather the storm. There is quite a bit of chirping going out there. They're trying to get on the nerves of Nasir Faraz. They know that this is the wicket that they are after. The player of the match in the last game now. Direct hit would have been very, very interesting. In fact, another misfield will allow them to take 2 runs. It's the last ball of the 4th over. Yeah, that's much more like it. Playing it with soft hands and maneuvering it for a single. End of the over is 30 for 2. This is such an eventful start to this contest, and that is what you expect when 2 giants collide against each other. It's a high octane contest. So much at stake. The team who wins will surely cement their spot for the next round. And Akif Raja, no surprises, has been given a nod for another over. Beautifully ball. That ball just is shaping in towards Nasir. But couple of huge wickets. Babar Kazanfar after getting a good start. It was a brain fade really. I'm not too sure where was he trying to play that shot. And in the end, just lobbing it up in the air. An easy chance. Easy catch. So now that Junaid is on strike, and Junaid was severe, mind you, against Akif Raj in the last over. And Akif, he doesn't like to go for runs. I'm telling you, he's a bowler who will come hard at you, having a deep square and a long one in position. Yeah, that's much more like it. And very smart batting here by Junaid Khan Afridi. He knew that they've dropped the mid on back towards the long one. That's where he knew that with this kind of a field setup, having a deep mid wicket and a long on, you would expect the bowler to bring the ball in towards you. And that's where Junaid Khan just beautifully punching it. Lovely on drive. Gets a single. Back of the length delivery and excellent calling, really. This is very good cricket by these two. Junaid Khan and Nasir Faraz, both of them have similar ways of going about their batting. Their approach is quite similar. Both of them do have the ability to really turn the table around, and if ever so the requirement is to go big, they can. We've already seen glimpses of Junaid Khan, what he can do, and also Nasir Faraz in the last game, where he was the player of the match. This has been pulled away. It's going to be a long chase. Does well. Gets a couple of more runs to the telly, so no boundary in this over. Yeah, he's one of those bowlers you can't really just think you can get a boundary or 2 to 3 boundaries in every over. Akif Raja, an experienced campaigner, will keep on mixing with his lens and reads the batter right till the end and then executes. He's asking the question, and he knew that he's going to drift to the leg side, but the ball hurrying on to Junaid Khan Afridi. Yeah, easiest of decisions. It was just a half appeal by Akif Raja. Hits it hard and can't pass the fielder. Single to close out the 5th over. It's a good one. Akif Raja has done well. 36 for 2 after 5. Yeah, another bowler who's having a decent outing. Now, I wouldn't call him a bowler. He's an all-rounder because he can bat as well. He was severe against the bowling in the last encounter. But now all eyes on his bowling. He's bowling the last over of the power play. Yeah, this is very smart. You can see what just happened there. Junaid Khan showing his cards way too early and moved away from the stumps, trying to create some room, and this is where Rashid Habib just bowled away from his arc. It's a good start to this over. A couple of dot deliveries to start off proceedings. Having a deep mid-wicket and a long on in position. It's a 5-4 field. Yeah, the idea is right. So might as well just have a deep extra cover in position. Get the mid-wicket with this length and line. Don't really expect Junaid Khan will go towards the deep mid-wicket. Yeah, he'll go downtown. And excellent bit of fielding. Who is it? It's the captain, Balraj. He's done well. Balraj Singh, of course, was very confident during the toss. Yeah, there he is. He's a big unit. Look at him. Look at those forearms, those shoulders. He's a big unit. Nicely done. Beautifully bowled. They're asking the question, but umpire seems to be unmoved. Sajid, he's pretty animated. Wants this one to go upstairs, but the umpire, he's not having any of it. Yeah, there you go. He's called it upstairs, but irrelevant. Oh, in fact, he has convinced the umpire. No. So Rashid Habib, so far so good. It's done well. If you can bowl a couple of more good deliveries, job well done. But really, they need to get rid of these two cricketers. They are genuine match winners. Both of them, Junaid Khan and Nasir Faraz. They'll win the game for you single-handedly. So you need to see their back as quickly as you can. Otherwise, it's going to be so difficult for Gems Education really to win this game. It's a very important game, obviously, for both the teams. A win will cement a spot in the final. It seems to be not so happy, Nasir Faraz. That's going to be wide, surely. But with this line and length, I don't think so the plan is going to work. Nasir Faraz will dispatch you towards extra cover, clearing the 30-yard circle on the offside. That's much more like it. Onto the line of the stumps. And excellent over by Rashid. It's the end of the power play. 39 for 2. A positive signs here for Lexington Shotguns as both the batters, they're off to a good start. They've gotten their eye in the middle. They have assessed the conditions. Of course, Junaid and Nasir, they've played a lot of cricket in this ground, so they know this when you inside out. Now that's an outside edge. Very close to that shot third fielder. Lucky escape. Gets a boundary. Left arm spinner Shabir straight away after the power play is ended. He's been introduced and he's been welcomed with the boundary. Not the most effective ways of getting a boundary, but will help the cause. Starts off the over with a 4. Yeah, not to forget Junaid Khan Afridi. I remember he was one of the backbones of one of the top sides here in the domestic circuit. Oh, this is brilliant. Depth touch, Junaid Khan. Sublime timing. Look at what he's done. He's used the pace of Shabir, opened the face, and a simple push bisecting it between two fielders. Gets a boundary. Yeah, so I was mentioning he was one of the main batters of 7 districts. which is one of the best sides here in the domestic circuit by far. They've got two teams. In fact, they've got three teams. One is, of course, the senior side, 7 Districts, then they've got the 7 Districts Cricket Academy, then they've got another junior team of 7 Districts. So, a lot of hard work being put in that side, of course. The owner, Muhammad Haider, hats off to him. He's been doing so much for the love of this game and has picked up top quality cricketers from all around Pakistan and has given these talented cricketers a chance, and they have shined. Going well, Nasir and Junaid Khan. So, latest inclusion of Lexington shotguns traded into this side, and yeah, what inclusion to have Junaid Khan Afridi in your side. Beautifully played, nice punch, sound of the bat. He's got a very good willow in his hand, that's quite certain. Slightly expensive Shabir after being hit for a couple of boundaries. He's bowling way too quick here, Shabir. That's better, but I would like to see him just slow down at us. They're asking the question, but not too sure with that appeal. It's the end of over number 7. It's 50 for 2. So the two spinners bowling in tandem. Shabir quite expensive in the last over. Rashid Habib quite contrasting to Shabir. He's been economical. Well, I think that's beaten everyone, and we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire if that has ricocheted off. Oh, this could be run out. And that wasn't the best of throws yet again. Yeah, Rashid Habib is not very amused with the effort in the deep. Good little partnership now being formed between Junaid and Nasir. Excellent running. Look at these two are absolute live wires in the middle. They are lightning quick between the wickets. And you can see how fit they are. Nasir Faraz and Junaid Khan, they work extremely hard on their fitness. Beautifully ball. The arm delivery, just holding its line and coming in towards right-hander. But Nasir also doing the right thing, ensuring he plays it with a straighter bat. Just a single. Nasir Faraz has gotten his eye in the middle. Now the question remains to be asked as to which batter will look to be slightly more aggressive, because they bat so deep. That is one blessing and privilege that the captain Fahad Nawaz has. Yeah, this is much better. Oh, should have been stopped. The story continues. They've been quite flat in the outfield. And I think they've literally given more than 10 runs, 10 to 15 runs, just because of the misfields. No towels out, so good news for the spinners. Oh, very, very close. Need to be careful here, Junaid. It was too close to cut. It was coming onto the line of his body. It was more like a premeditated shot. He always wanted to play towards the point cover region. But luckily, Does well in the end, and this is going to be a couple of runs, or is it? They're going for it. Yeah. Excellent running between the wickets yet again. It's a dot to close out the 8th over. 60 for 2. Shabir, a bit costly in the first over. Now that is a glorious stroke along the carpet. And Junaid Khan is on the verge of getting a 50 this evening. Such a special knock. Really came out to bat at a situation where there was pressure. But look at this for a shot. Never really loses balance. And also the head position is always so still. Keeps his eyes on the ball right till the end. And then that flurry of the bat. Always looks to be in control. Now this is once again played aerial. And yet again it has found the fence. It's turning out to be a special knock by a very special cricketer. And so pleasing to the eye when Junaid Khan gets going. Elegance personified. Back-to-back boundaries. Pressure on Shabir. Somebody needs to have a word with him. You can see the keeper, there's not much coming from him. He's the one who should really be talking to him and telling him that he needs to slow down a little bit. He's bowling way too quick. Yeah, look, there's no message coming in from behind the stumps. Needs to wake up. That's too quick. It's too quick, really. Need to allow the ball to turn. You will see how Mujahid Amin will bowl in the second innings. I think that's where the bowlers can take a note of as to how to bowl under these conditions. But there is spin on offer. The problem has been that Shabir is offering so much pace. More like a medium pace bowler, really. He needs to understand and assess this surface. The moment he will allow the ball to fly, that's where he will get assistance off this wicket. Yeah, at the moment, nothing seems to be working in his favour. That's a full toss. So he's all over the place. Don't really think that he's going to get another go. Not anytime soon. Yeah, beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. Completely deceiving Junaid Khan. Or in fact, beg your pardon. It's Nasir Faraz, who's got off to a good start. Does have a great opportunity to convert this 10 into a big one this evening. Lovely delivery. The moment he's now decided to just flight the ball, you can see he's deceived him a couple of occasions. 71 for 2. Rashid Habib has been the standout bowler. Hasn't really gone for many runs. But they should now look to pick up a wicket or two. It's looking quite threatening, these two. Again, that inside out shot. They're not learning from their mistakes. This is not the right field setup as well for Junaid Khan. You need to have an extra cover. He's very strong in those areas, and they're feeding him just where he likes it. Full, offering so much width and offering so much room. That was more like a half volley. And thank you, said Junaid Khan, who's now inching closer to his 50. Just one big hit away. That's much more like it. Oh, careful. Nasir Faraz was desperate to get back on strike. Junaid Khan said, easy mate. We're going well. Let's not throw away our wicket. And that too in a form of a run out. Yeah, that's much, much better. So the moment you are flighting and giving a bit of loop, you can see now Junaid Khan is trying to just manufacture a shot out of nowhere. It just needs to be consistent. Keep flighting the ball. Don't offer any pace to Junaid Khan. He likes pace on the bat. He's once again fired it on the offside channel. Has bowled a wide. Yeah, that was a big one. Oh, very close. And lucky for Junaid Khan. We'll get a couple of more runs in his account. Yeah, he bowls very wide from the stumps. And also after he delivers the ball, his follow through goes towards the offside. That's why he couldn't really reach onto that one. Could have been a one-handed stunner. This is inside out yet again. Where's the extra cover? But even if you have it, doesn't really matter because that has gone into the stands for another maximum. What a way to bring up his 50. And he's literally now toying with the spinners. That is such a delightful stroke to get to his 50 in just 28 deliveries. Raise his bat with pride. And a well-deserved 50 for this special batter, Junaid Khan Afridi. Very smart. Such a sensible cricketer, really. Gets a single, will retain strike in the next over before the players will take drinks. It's 85 for 2. Well, this is a brilliant partnership between Junaid Khan and Nasir Faraz. Nasir Faraz, I believe we need to give him credit as well, because he knows that runs are coming thick and fast from one end. So what he's doing, he's holding one end, ensuring he just keeps on bringing Junaid Khan back on strike and not trying to be the hero of the moment. We're going to have a change in the bowling. They've realized their spinners haven't really found much success, so it's going to be a new bowler. Going to see him for the very first time this evening. It's going to be Savai. Let's see if he can pick up a wicket. Yeah, hint of shape going away from Junaid Khan Afridi, but what a terrific knock this has been, really. If ever so, there was a highlights package only for this man, and I could just watch it again and again as to how beautifully he's constructed his innings. Came out in the very first over, not to forget, when they lost their captain early, but then steadying the ship and showed a lot of maturity in the centre. They're still out there though, and I think he's got a great opportunity from here onwards to even get 100. Shot delivery, punched away nicely. It's in the gap and does extremely well. Yeah, this is a special knock, really, Junaid Khan. Such a compact, stylish, technically correct batter. No means I'm going to call him a power hitter. He's a genuine batter. Everything seems to be so correct. Excellent balance. His stance, high elbow, head position is correct. Stands still. Doesn't really lose balance when playing the drives. Doesn't overstride. So many things to look out for. And just a hint of shuffle when playing the shot. There. Nicely done. Very, very smart batting. I think they just can continue the momentum as to what they have gotten. Nasir Faraz constantly having a word with his partner, Junaid Khan. Yeah, there you go. They're yet again having a quick chat. I think the message will be loud and clear. So just stay. We got plenty of overs. The bowling attack which they have, if they ever surpass 170, and I'm telling you, they'll make life very tough for Gems Education. That's a better delivery. When you know that the batters are going after you, at least what you need to do is go back to your basics. And I really fail to understand that why are the fast bowlers not bowling the slower bumpers? I'm sure most of the viewers have seen how Zahoor Khan bowled, and it becomes such a difficult delivery to really get away with. It just holds up into the surface and never really arrives. It's very, very difficult to smash that ball because it's never really arriving at you. It just dies on you. And it becomes a struggle as a batter to really hit it out of the ground. That's going to be a wide. Savai just off radar. Yeah, good decision by the umpire. Extra bit of movement, taking it away from that wide tram line. What a spell we witnessed early on. Of course, the young boy, the future star kid, Aryaman Sharma, picking up a hat-trick against a top quality batting attack of CSS, showed a lot of character. Such a brave cricketer, really. Now this is close. Direct hit is required. Oh, he hasn't taken a shy at the stumps. Quite surprising. I think there wasn't any backup. That's the only reason. I think he hasn't taken his chances. No boundaries in this over. Sawai has been bowling well. It's not very express in pace, but I like the way he hits the deck hard. Bends it, bends his back, and gets a bit of assistance and kick off the surface. Yeah, it's a very good delivery to close out a quiet over. It's 89 for 2 after 11. More spin being introduced. Another left arm spinner. Shan has come out to bowl at a situation where both the batters are well settled. And he would prefer to bowl to Nasir Faraz rather than Junaid Khan, because he just looks like that he will look to now go big against the spinners. Shan, I hope that he's realised that it's a wicket, that there's no point really bowling too quick to the batters. You're a spinner, your job is to turn the ball. And so far, we've seen the spinners just trying to bowl way too quick, and that's the reason they haven't found much success. We saw how beautifully Z Sports spinners they bowled. Niraj Swani tossing the ball up, was getting a lot of turn. Aryaman Sharma, of course, 4 wickets to his name with a hat-trick under his belt. The first hat-trick of this tournament. Oh, if ever so, this was hit on the pads. Surely Shan would have had a strong case. A very risky shot. Selection by Junaid Khan Afridi. Nasir Faraz is eaten up a lot of deliveries. 22 deliveries he's played. That's nicely placed into the gap. We'll get easy couple of more runs. Yeah, it's a packed leg side field. Deep square, deep mid, long on, long off, deep cover. Also, the leg side is the longest part of this ground. It's a long way away. You really need to go big. Now he goes hard towards the cow corner. And oh, excellent bit of fielding. And I'm sure that the umpire would want to have a look at this yet again. But by the naked eye, it just looked like he's done an exceptional job. Even though if it's gone for a boundary, full marks for the effort. The presence of mind. Whilst he was trying to throw the ball back into play, he ensured that he times his jump to perfection. And this is brilliant. He's certainly saved 3 runs for his team. Single to close out to the 12th over. It's 96 for 2. Decent start by Sawai. Only the 4 runs is what he's offered. Now I just think something's got to give. Comes down the track. That's an outside edge. And the fortune favouring the brave. Starts off the over with a boundary. It was a streaky shot. Wasn't in control. The ball just slightly holding up to the surface. And that's the reason it just undone Junaid. But will accept these 4 runs with both hands. 100 comes up for Lexington shotguns. So we are just into the 13th over. Such a threatening partnership, this really. Umpire having a quick look at the ball. He's not very happy with it at the moment. Yeah, now he is. So just making slight bit of adjustment in the field. He's got a shot third in the circle, fine in the circle. With this field, why not ball the short bumpers? It's one of the most handy deliveries in a T20 formats. Yeah, there you go. The moment he's balled that, he's deceived the batter, but this is unfortunate. Both the boundaries were quite streaky, but Sawai, he's doing well. That was a good delivery. How about getting the long on in the circle, get the third man back, and then keep on bowling the slower bumpers with the mid-on in the circle. And then if you bowl the slow bumper, I don't really think Junaid Khan will try to hit towards the mid-on. That will be a very special shot. So might as well drop your third man back. And the long on fielder, they still have a long on. That last delivery he bowled, why a long on for that kind of a delivery? Maybe a fine leg, deep fine, or third man. That's where the boundaries have gone. Both of them. Yeah, this is much better. Now the question remains to be asked as to when does Nasif Faraz join the party and he decides to unleash. Of course, not to forget, he was adjudged the player of the match in the last encounter. So he's riding on confidence. You can see that how positive he is out there. Well, this is high up in the air and lucky he wasn't in control whatsoever. But we'll get a couple of more runs. So quite a few streaky shots have been played so far. And yet again, look at that. That was a very good delivery. No control whatsoever was in Nasif Faraz. Gets a couple of more runs. So, quite expensive over. 11 runs in the first 4. Is Nasif Faraz going to go big, or is just going to wait and then go hard in the last 10 overs? Well, this is such a big advantage really when you have somebody like Nasif Faraz and Junaid Khan batting together. The running between the wickets has been impeccable. Yet again, there was never a 2 there. I don't really blame the fielder as well because he did his level best, but these two are lightning quick between the wickets. And also they do have excellent camaraderie, good communication, and no real stutters. So the moment if they decide that they're going to take 2, they go for it. No hiccups. Never in 2 minds, these two. Oh, inside edge. But lucky it didn't past the fine leg fielder for Sawai. It's an expensive over. Yeah, and off they could have really chopped back onto the stumps as well. It's 109 for 2. Bowled decent first over Shan. I think now the stage is set. Junaid Khan, anyways, he's going along well, so we leave him alone. Nasir Faraz, I think it's high time. He should join the act. Go for it. Runs should come from both the ends. Goes for a big shot. This is aerial. And what a catch. It's the captain, Balraj Singh, has taken an absolute stunner. And they needed to disengage the partnership, and they've got a big one. It's Junaid Khan Afridi. Look at this for a catch. Highs on the ball and never really lost his balance. Takes a fine catch to dismiss. Junaid Khan Afridi, who's done a tremendous job. He's put his team into a commanding position, but will be kicking himself because he's missed out on 100. There were plenty of overs, but hats off, Junaid Khan Afridi. You've done a fine job for your team. It's 109 for 3. In comes another special talent, Usman Pandit. He is a special batter. Shan picking up an important wicket. Finally, that partnership has been broken. And they've gotten Junaid Khan Afridi. That's a big blow. We're just seeing a replica as what we saw even in the first game. Z Sports, at one point it looked like they were going to reach 200. Even the way Junaid Khan was batting, it looked like they were going to reach 190. But now after the dismissal of Junaid Khan Afridi, I think this is a great chance for them to bounce back. Well, the towels are out, so it seems like that the dew has truly arrived. It's almost past 10 p.m. Oh, this is high up in the air. It's in the gap, and in fact it's gone for a huge maximum. That is a humongous hit. It's been dispatched for a maximum. Such an eventful over are we witnessing. Why ball too quick? That is way too quick. Nasir just going down on one knee and just clobbering it for a maximum. I think he's decided now to cut loose. Yeah, it's getting tougher. They're trying to ensure they keep the ball dry after every ball. Oh, very close to the off stump. Careful. Nicely flighted. And he got a bit of turn and bounce. Beautifully bowled. Can he close out the over well? Even after the six, is given only 7 runs. So just one more good delivery and job well done. He should be getting another go. That's cut away nicely. Threaded it between the two fielders. Gets about the 14th over. 3 for 3. Usman Pandit, he can have the privilege of playing a couple of deliveries. Just have a few sighters before he unleashes. Because you've got 6 more overs to go. And you do have runs on the board. Usman Pandit, another very fierce striker of the ball. Comes in and just gets you those quick 30s, 40s. He's got a lot of time to do so. Alongside Nasir Faraz. I believe if Gems Education go on to pick the wicket of Nasir Faraz, now you're going to have 2 new batters at the crease. That's where they will have a great chance to just quietly sneak in with a couple of quiet overs. Then the batters will be under pressure, trying to cope up with the net run rate, which at the moment is quite healthy. Usman Pandit, let's see what role he has at the moment. And I think all he has to do is just get Nasir Faraz back on strike. Yeah, beautifully done. Playing it with soft hands, knowing that there was a big gap towards the offside, gets a single. He's a special talent, Usman Pandit. I've seen a lot of him in the past, and he's been such a consistent performer and also a very good fielder as well. Nicely played. He's got a lot of bat on this one, but excellent bit of fielding. That's what you need. This was missing early on, where we've seen them leak runs, quite a few fumbles, and there you go. That's the man. He's done exceptionally well. Saved a few runs for his team, because that was hit very hard. It was traveling at the rate of knots and then getting his body behind the ball, and has done a fine job. Dot delivery, dot will help the cause. Lexington shotguns at the other end. They've got a great chance to reach 180, 190. Still a lot of firepower left in their batting. On the other end, they've reintroduced Ali Tipu because to get rid of this man. Oh, he's been given as a wide. That's an interesting delivery. He wasn't very happy with the decision though, Ali Tipu. Yeah, the bowlers never are. It's quite obvious. Shot, cut away, and nicely done. Excellent bit of fielding. Yeah, Nasir Faraz, he knows he's missed out. It was too short, and all he had to do is just pass through those fielders, and it should have gone towards the boundary, but unfortunately hitting it straight to him. Quite over. Will Nasir look to go big, or will he look to see him off? This is an interesting delivery. Well, he decides to see him off. Now this is going to be a run out. Surely. Yeah, the umpire will have a look at this one, but I think that this was a close call. In fact, he has not even gone upstairs. Shabir to continue. Was quite expensive. Oh, beautifully ball. Now this is close. Very, very close. And the umpire has raised his finger. And I think this was a very good decision. It's going to be interesting replay though. They've got an important wicket and it is Shabir getting the better of Usman Pandit. But that was a very, very good delivery. Usman Pandit, it's a short stay for him. He has to go back. It's 124 for 4. Well, that was a very good delivery. Literally an unplayable one. It spun sharply and just squared him up. Usman Pandit was edged LBW. In comes Faisal Beg. Another. Oh, this could have been an excellent catch. He's put this down. Valiant effort. But he did the hard work. Got both his hands onto the ball. Now should have been taken, really. It should have been a big moment in the game. We know what Faisal Beg can do. We saw his heroics in the last encounter. And absolutely berserk with the bat. Oh, he's put it down. It's all happening in this over. Every single delivery now is turning out to be an event. Yeah, there was something. And he's put it down. It's Sajid, the culprit behind the stumps. And all of a sudden now Shabir, he's found the right channels. Yeah, he's making the batter do something different. It was expensive, mind you. 22 is what he's given in the first two. And now, look at what he's done. A wicket followed by 3 dot deliveries on the trot. He's turning the ball big. The moment he's decided to slow it down, look at that, squared him up, and that's his an excellent delivery yet again. Could be a run out. What an over, what a comeback here for Gems Education. This is a great chance to really restrict them below 117. If ever they go on to do so, Gems Education will believe they've got a fair chance to knock Lexington shotguns out of the tournament. Well, that has struck him hard. I hope he's okay. Could be nasty at times. Nasir Faraz, he's still out there. Faisal Beg on the other end. He's yet to get off the mark. Beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery. And now surely he's going to get another goal. 125 for 4. Ali Tipu to bowl his last over. He's been superb so far. A wicket to his name and has been so miser with the runs. Very economical. Hardly has he been given any freebies. Now that's close. That's wrapped on the pads and given. He was playing for the turn and the ball just holding its line and going with that angle It was an arm delivery, not read, going at the back foot. You don't want to do that. And he's trapped LBW. A very easy decision, and of course a good one. Yet again by Kashif Billah. Has gotten it right. It's a big wicket. They are now finding themselves in a bit of a bother. They will need Nasir Faraz to stay right till the end. It's 125 for 5. New batter Zain. No real time in his hands. Slip in place. Wow, you don't really see that much often. Having a slip in position in the 17th over. Nicely bowled and nicely played as well. Good little punch. Now, if ever so, they go on to pick Nasir Faraz at this stage. I'm telling you, even the 160 will be tough. It's a good wicket for bowling. So their target has to be Nasir Faraz. Their focus now should be to remove Nasir. If he stays right till the end, you can expect 175. That's going to be a wide, trying to bowl it away from his arc. But yeah, this has been a terrific comeback. Since the departure of Junaid Khan Afridi, Gems Education have certainly brought themselves back in the game. That's been cut away nicely. That's not the best of deliveries. Too much pace offered. And Nasir Faraz just waiting. And then decided to cut it beautifully. Yeah, there you go. Sajid, that's what he's indicating. He's telling him to slow down. Why bowl too quick? Gets an important boundary. So he's still out there, Nasir Faraz. He could be the difference. If ever so he stays, they could reach 180. If he gets out now, then it's going to be super tough for them to even reach 165, 170. Yeah, nicely bowled. Couldn't really come underneath the ball. Just to tell you how well they've done here at Gems Education. They were 109 for 2 in 13 overs. They're now 131 for 5 and we are almost done with the 17th over. That shot, it's been pulled away. Once again, finds the fence, gets a boundary. This is turning out to be a very, very handy over for Lexington shotguns. Too short and punished. Nasir Faraz, he's now standing in between like a wall. If ever so, they could be getting another 40 to 50 runs. It's quite possible if he stays right till the end. Yeah, goes for a big shot, not really finding the timing. End of over number 17 and a handy one. It's 136 for 5. All of a sudden now Shabir is bowling well on this wicket. The first 2 overs was quite expensive, couldn't really get the lines in his favour, was spraying the ball all over. And also one more thing to add, the pace as to what he had to offer, was bowling way too quick on this wicket. I keep on saying that being a left arm spinner, anyways, it's a privilege. A bowler who can take the ball away from the right-handers. It's already very deceptive, but need to allow the ball to turn just like that. That's okay. That's much better. Yeah, Mr. Dew has surely arrived. The towels are out. They've got some options in Lexington shotguns as well. That's been cut away beautifully. But excellent bit of fielding. Only a single. Yeah, I think he's gotten away with it really. Shabir is bowled so quick that 5 meters either side of the field, and this should have gone towards the boundary. Hits it hard, but straight to the fielder. Only a single. Shabir, what a terrific comeback. As a bowler, really it can put you at the back foot if you go for runs, but full marks and credit needs to be given to the captain Balraj Singh as well, who had faith in Shabir, and he said, it's fine, just keep on bowling, I have faith in you, I have trust in you, and I know you're one of my main bowlers. Doesn't really matter if you've gone for runs, but I have all the trust in you. And look at that, he's done so well. He's picked up a wicket in the last over and he's been so miser with the runs. Just the singles and now followed by a double. So no boundaries in this over. If he can bowl one more good delivery, I think he'll get a lot of applause from the dugout, from his captain, from his teammates. .142 for 5, 13 more legal deliveries. Can they get another 30 to 35? Yeah, quite possible in this modern era. They get another 35. That's going to be very handy for Lexington shotguns. Goes for a big shot, but no real timing behind it. Oh, what a spell. What a terrific comeback by Shabir. He's done exceptionally well. He's done for the night. It's 143 for 5. There are no surprises. It had to be Akif Raja to be bowling the penultimate over. Watch out for the Yorkers. He can really come in and nail the Yorkers. He's trying to come in with an angle. Well, hold on. Looking at the field, I think either it will be the slow bumpers towards the offside or the Yorkers towards the offside. Yeah, I think he's trying to bowl the block hole deliveries, trying to bowl the Yorkers away from the range of Nasif Raz. Not getting it right. Starts off with a wide. Yeah. Easy decision. So he has a deep point in position alongside a deep cover. And if he has to bowl with this field setup, and obviously he has a plan in his mind which is going to be bowling towards the offside. Might as well just get the long on in the circle and then get the third man behind and keep on dealing those Yorkers. Oh, he's gotten away with it. He's literally pleading to the umpire. Yeah, that was a very close one though. It's 2 dot deliveries. Lexington shotguns, they were cruising along at one stage. Really, it looked like they're going to reach somewhere around 185, 190. But then the bowlers, they did an exceptional job. Ali Tipu did well. Shabir, those couple of overs has definitely brought them back in the game. Yeah, now that's going to be a wide. It's a bit of cat and mouse going out there in the centre. But what if Nasir Faraz decides to slash it hard? The third man is in the circle. With this kind of a bowling attack, with this plan and strategy, you could either get the mid wicket in the circle or at least get the long one in the circle. Well, this is up in the air. It's in the slot and he's got a lot of bat on this one. And what a way to bring up his 50. Nasir Faraz continuing from where he left off in the last game. The player of the match in the last game and the player of the night for this game so far is Nasir Faraz, and he's hit it into where his teammates are, the dugout of Lexington Shotguns, the army of Lexington Shotguns. And this man is certainly a shotgun. Oh, he's gotten away with it. They might think to come back for the second. Yeah, no chance. Only a single. So the 150 is now on the board. 152 in fact. Last 8 deliveries. So are we asking another 25 runs? That'll be 177, 178 odd runs. Beautifully done. Perfect execution. He's such a smart candidate, is Akif Raja, of course. Bringing all his experience and expertise into play. And also once he got a chance to play for the UAE, Akif Raja was very impressive. And now once again knocking at the doors of the selectors. He's bowling exceptionally well. Couple of wides and a 6, but then the last delivery was a good one. Swing and a miss, it's a dot. That's a lovely delivery to close out the penultimate over. It's 152 for 5. Sawai to be bowling. The last over has been a bit wavered early on, but he's been given a task and the challenge, and that too to bowl to these two. And straight away gets a couple of runs to start off the over. But it was Zain who wanted the third, and Nasir Faraz said, "Stay where you are, mate." Just have a look at the scoreboard at the big screen. I'm batting on 53. So how many more can they get? Another 15, 20 runs, you never know, because Nasir Faraz, he's got the ability to do so. They've got the third and the fine in the circle. The margin of error becomes so minimal. Where are the slow bumpers? Haven't really seen any of the bowlers execute them. Oh, very close to the off stump. Trying to be a little cheeky out there. Some improvisation coming in. But very smart bowling, I would say. When he saw the batter trying to shuffle and play the ram shot, that's where he's taken all the pace of the ball. And it was the back of the hand delivery. Deceiving Nasir Faraz. Dot is absolute gold dust at this stage. Goes for a big shot. Don't really think he's got the desired timing. Nonetheless, they will come back for another 2 runs. They won't mind the singles and doubles. What they need to ensure is they don't leak any boundaries and maximums at this stage. It's a decent score, but I still think that they're 20 runs short at this stage, because the way they were batting, I assume that they're going to surpass the 180, 190 when Junaid Khan and Nasir Faraz were batting in tandem. Since his departure, Usman Pandit going early, and then Faisal Beg, that was a big blow, because he can get you quick 5, 20, 30 odd runs. Hits it hard, hits it really hard, and crashes it towards the boundary. It's gone like a tracer bullet, and he moves on to 59. Once again, it's the captain who's made the wrong decision, bringing Sawai at this stage, and it's not working in their favour. It's an off evening for him. Yeah, strange tactics if we talk about the field setup they've got at the moment. I think the length as to which he's opting to bowl, you can always have an extra cover in position. He's literally standing towards the point region, and he doesn't really have that pace. Yeah, look at that. Nicely done. I understand if you bowl more than 140, that's where you have a chance as a batter, because the ball is coming on to you very quickly. So you slash it, it will go towards the point region. But he's a gentle military medium pacer. Comes in and just tries to land the ball in the right areas, but so far hasn't really found much success. So Zain will have a free hand and the license to go big. It's the last delivery. And if I'm the captain, I would ask Sawai to not offer any pace, because he's going to swing his bat hard. Third man is in the circle. Don't bowl pace. Well, he doesn't bowl pace. He bowls a slower one. Brilliant. Very smart bowling by Sawai. And it was the roll of the fingers, taking all the pace off, and he's gone very hard at the ball. And in the end, got deceived and has been castled. Look at that. Disturbing the leg stump. And that's the end of the innings, I believe. Gems Education, they have done a fine job. At one stage, they were stuttering. There was quite a bit of turbulence. It looked like that Lexington shotguns, they were running away with the show very early in the contest. But then some exceptional bowling performances have put the brakes on the acceleration of the runs. Well, this is how things have panned out. Fahad Nawaz, that was a big blow. Babar Ghazanfar, run the ball 11 for him. And then came Junaid Khan, 69 in just 39. Nasir Faraz, what a brilliant unbeaten 60 for him. And 16 extras. If ever so, they removed the 16 extras. Well, that wasn't much they've scored. I think they've been very impressive. Akif Raja yet again picking up a wicket. Shabir Ali, he was brilliant with his bowling abilities. Sawai Shah picking up a wicket apiece. And then Ali Deepu pick up the bowlers. 2 wickets, 28 runs in the span of 4 overs. brought his team back in the game when required to do so. Right then, we are just going to dive into a short little break, and once we are back, we will be all set for a fascinating run chase. Until then, stay tuned. Welcome back to all our viewers. Now, this is going to be a fascinating run chase. Two dynamite openers. They will look to go strong. And this is going to be an interesting run chase. And Deep Singh Sandy, we know he's such a destructive batter. And missed out in the last encounter, but today it's a new evening, it's a new beginning. And let's see how much spin the spinners of Lexington shotguns are going to get out of the surface. Well, this man has been super impressive. He bowled exceptionally well in the previous encounter as well. The amount of turn he was getting, that was unbelievable. I just got to know he's from the city of Sialkot. He's played a lot of cricket back in Pakistan. So he does have plenty of experience on his shoulders. He has a slip in place. This is going to be an interesting battle. The chase is on. And straight away gets off the mark. That's good. Rashid Habib and Sandeep Singh Sandy, both of them pretty much having the same style of their approach in the power play will look to go big. Sandeep Singh Sandy, I've seen a lot of him. He's been around for a very, very long time. Rashid Habib as well. Left-handed strong hitter. Sunny. He was getting a lot of turn and assistance from this wicket, and that's all because that he was flighting the ball and he was ensuring that he keeps on changing and varying his pace. A very difficult bowler to deal with. Will be bowling to the likes of Sandeep Singh Sandy, who will be up for the challenge. Yeah, straight away you can see he's making his intentions clear. Wanted to go for a big shot, but no real timing behind it. Well, they've got a great chance here, Jim's Education, to stun Lexington shotguns, but this is not going to be easy, mind you. I keep on saying it's a tough wicket to bat. Well, it's different compared to an afternoon game. In the night, it becomes so difficult. Now look at that turn he's getting an offer. And Rashid Habib, he's got a big smile on his face. Yeah, that was a hoik. It was nothing short in the end. The slip fielder needs to be very, very active. Who is it? It's Fahad Nawaz, the captain himself. Yeah, he's safe as a house. Bucket hands. Oh, he's crashed this towards the deep mid wicket, but there is protection. Gets a single. So you can see what he's trying to do here now. Sunny's making him do something different out there. Trying to create room, manufacture a shot. And that's exactly what they want. This is not going to be easy. The spinners of Lexington shotguns, they're by far one of the best spinners they could have in their side. Yeah, so far it's a quiet over. And I think all they have to do is ensure they don't give wickets to Sunny. Don't try to be over-aggressive against him. If you get 5 to 6 runs, that's perfect. Target somebody else. Why has Sunny been given the new ball? The reason is to pick up wickets. So you're not really chasing a big target. You can afford to see his overs off. But let's see what the approach is going to be. Is Rashid Habib going to back his natural gameplay? Yeah, he's trying to go for big shots, but clearly he's been deceived yet again. Not too sure what he's asking for. That was legal delivery. It's 4 for no loss after 1. Well, he missed out in the previous encounter, but good to see him making inroads at this important encounter. Now that's the field setup they've got for Sandeep Singh Sandhi. They've got a deep square leg in position, and alongside you will now see that they do have a third man in position as well. So Mohammad Mohsin, he's a bowler who can really make the new ball talk. He will get assistance and bounce off this wicket. He's got a long jump as well. Oh, beautifully bowled. Just trying to play it away from his body. No real feet movement by Sandeep Singh Sandhi. You won't really expect a lot of feet movement. He relies more on his hand-eye coordination. He's a natural striker of the ball. And be it any score, Sandeep Singh Sandhi, if he cuts loose and if he gets his eye in the middle, then I wish you all the best. So you need to see his back very, very quickly and have an attacking mindset that you need to pick up his wicket. Lovely delivery, beautifully bowled. And bang on target is Mohammad Mohsin. So they are off to a good start here, Lexington shotguns. First Sunny bowling an economical over. And now Mohammad Mohsin is also right on the money. Yeah, the dew has certainly taken a lot of toll on this ground. You can now see after every single delivery is delivered, they're making sure they ensure to keep the ball dry. Oh, this is crashed. Nobody moved. That is such a powerful strike. And the thunderous sound of the bat. Look at that. He knew that there's no need to run for this one. And there was a huge gap towards the offside. At the moment, they're having a 5-4 field. Maybe they can remove one fielder from the leg side, which is the short mid, because they do have a deep square leg in position. And have an extra fielder towards the offside. Oh, Pish, and very, very close. He wasn't in control whatsoever. This could have literally gone anywhere in the 30-yard circle, but lucky, it's gone away from the fielders. Yeah, squared him up. Opened him up. Just closing the face of the bat way too early. It's a decent start here for Lexington. Yeah, this is one man who will be making a big impact in this game. 4 overs of Mujahid Amin. I think he will be introduced after 6 overs. You don't want to be taking any unnecessary chances, bringing him the power play. That's been cut away hard. And the ball has enough legs to trickle away towards the boundary. So it's a handy over for Gems Education, and Mohammad Mohsin has offered so much width. Valiant effort, but getting another 4 runs to his name. Both the batters have now got boundaries. Well, that's the way he plays. You won't really expect him to stay out there and try to play any stylish shots. He will try to accumulate as many runs he could in the power play. That's his role. Swing and a miss, missed out. A dot to close out the second over. It's 13 for no loss. 13 on the board, 2 gone. It is going to be Sunny to continue. Had a great outing in the last encounter, but today the challenge is that he's bowling to 2 batters who really like to go big, and I think he will be up for this challenge. He would want them to go for a big shot and not see off his overs. Oh, very well bowled. There is a lot of grip and turn off the surface. The bite of the wicket completely deceived Sandeep Singh Sandhi. I think it's either going to be a wicket or the ball is going to go out of the stadium. There's no two ways about it. Don't really think Sandeep Singh Sandhi is going to be interested in singles and doubles. Yeah, clear intentions. He is going after Sunny, which for me, I don't really think it's a wise move. He's a quality bowler, and need to be a little smart and cautious in your approach. Because Sandeep Singh Sandhi is a genuine match winner. You don't want to be getting out to the main bowler. Yeah, there you go. That was exactly what I was mentioning. This is poor cricket, to say the least. You can see Sandeep Singh Sandhi indicating that one went away from him. And what a brilliant doosra, they say it. Look at this. Lovely delivery. He was shell-shocked. This is a big moment in the game as Sunny has picked up a big scalp. Sinclair Mushtaq, ex-Pakistani cricketer, would have been so proud after watching this delivery. And Sunny has clearly deceived him by that doosra. It's 13 for 1. And on his way back, he had a quick chat with Daud Ijaz, and he just indicated that he's turning the ball both ways. So Daud Ijaz will have to be extremely careful. And one thing he needs to be very mindful of, not to go at the back foot. Look at that turn he's getting on offer, and you can see they're all charged up. There's a lot going out in the middle. They're trying to get onto the nerves of these batters. Fahad Nawaz, the captain, is quite vocal out there. Why not? They know it's such an important game for them. They win, they qualify for the next round. Whereas on the other end, you can see that there is some tension on the faces of the batters of Gems Education. That's been cut away beautifully. This is going to be a long chase. And he does extremely well. Before they will come back for the third. In fact, a direct hit would have been super interesting. What an eventful over are we witnessing. And that's what you expect when two very talented sides play against in such a high octane contest where there's a lot dependent. You win and you get 2 important points on the points table. Sunny, one thing is for sure, he will enjoy bowling to the left-hander. Rashid Habib, he will throw the kitchen sink at. He will go after him. I don't think Rashid Habib will hold back. So this is an opportunity, I believe, for Lexington shotguns. Nicely done. Excellent delivery to close out a successful over for Lexington shotguns. It's 16 for 1. 16 on the board. James Education, they would want to keep their wickets intact. Mohammad Mohsin is bowling well. Seam up deliveries. Oh, a bit ambitious here. Dawood Ijaz just walking down the crease. What was he trying to do there? It was quite obnoxious, to say the least. And if ever so he would have gotten out or gotten any part of the bat, he would have never wanted to see that replay. Mohammad Mohsin is bowling well. At the moment, it's Lexington Shotguns. They're having an upper hand in this game. Quite a dominant performance. Oh my word, that is a nasty delivery, and that extra bit of kick and bounce. That's just ripped and zipped through Dawood Ijaz. Has completely taken him by surprise. That was a vicious delivery. Yeah, he's enjoying, and why not? Yeah, there you go. That's Babar Ghazanfar. Wily old fox. He's been around for, I think, at least 2 decades in the UAE. He's played a lot of cricket. Good to see him still out there. Still looks fit. He's kept good care of himself. Yeah, just trying to play a little too early. Could have waited and just guided it towards fine leg, knowing that I was in the circle. But yeah, the way they were batting Lexington Shotguns in the first inning, it just looked like that they were on the verge of scoring somewhere around 180, 190. But I believe even 161 on this surface, and when you know that you have such quality bowlers in your lineup, that's where I believe they've done a fine job. And also Mujahid Amin, we'll have to wait and see as to when he comes and bowl his left arm spinners. That's going to be very exciting. Yeah, let's that one go alone. Rightfully so. They just need to weather the storm, see off these overs. And I'm telling you, if they go on to ensure they keep their wickets intact, they will have a fair chance to win this game. Because it's not a mammoth target. They need a couple of good overs to really ease and settle the nerves. Yeah, beautifully bowled. Rashid Habib now is just lowered his gear, knowing that they've already lost a pricey wicket of Sandeep Singh Sandhi. It's a bit more careful. Yeah, there you go. The man behind the think tank. It's Fahad Nawaz marshalling his troops. He's charged up, he's switched on. And a true leader. So far, we'll believe that his team is right on the top. Yeah, lets the ball come to his bat, plays it with soft hands, and will retain strike in the next over, which will mean he'll have to face Sunny. If ever so, he's been asked to continue. It's 18 for 1. No surprises. Sunny's been asked to continue. Now, I just think something's got to give. I just can sense something is about to give in this over. Beautifully done. Excellent delivery. Yeah, at the moment he's all over the batters of Gems Education. Look at the turn he's getting. Such a difficult customer really to face. Nicely done. Oh, clean a pickup. And surely he was a goner. On the second attempt, Rashid Habib had all the time in the world to get back in his crease. This is very smart by Fahad Nawaz. He knows there's a lot of dew out there. So that's the reason he ensured that he starts off with Sunny. I won't be surprised if we see Mujahid Amin also getting into the act pretty early in the contest before it becomes difficult to really grip the ball. As you can see, after every single ball has been bowled, they take their time to ensure to dry the ball. And that's all because the dew has surely and truly arrived. Slightly shorter, worked away towards the mid wicket. Only a single. Required run rate is now jumping up to 10 runs per over. The only good thing now for Gems Education is that they've lost only one wicket. And also Rashid Habib is out there. Daud has made his way in the centre just a while ago. Needs to be a bit careful. Daud Ijaz, the Dusra, not picked by Sandeep Singh Sandhi. Well, this is high up in the air. It's not gone too far. Oh, what a catch! Unbelievable. And who it is? It's the captain. Look at him go. And if ever so, anybody could have hold on to this one, it had to be the man of the moment, the captain Fahad Nawaz. That was miles up in the air. It's such a tough take. And look what he's done. Oh my word. What a brilliant catch. Acrobatic. Such an athlete is Fahad Nawaz. And there you go. The celebration comes in. This is a big moment in the game. It's the captain Fahad Nawaz picks up one of the best catches of this tournament. It's 19 for 2. Then I'm sure that there will be some nerves. It's not easy. It's turning, it's gripping. And Sunny is all over the batters of Gems Education. Lovely delivery. Nicely played. Getting the front foot forward and a solid defense. Nonetheless, what a terrific over by Sunny. It's 19 for 2 after 5. Mohammad Mohsin charging in once again, pulling his third. Oh, he struck that with some severe power. That's in the slot. He hits it, rather belts it hard. Gets a boundary to start off. Proceedings in the last over of the power play. Yeah, they need plenty more of these just to bring them back into the contest. Muhammad Anwar, so much now is going to be dependent on his shoulders. He has gotten hundreds in this venue. That's the man on your screen. I've seen him score the bulk of runs in this tournament. Oh, beautifully done. Nicely disguised, completely deceiving Rashid Habib. Well, this is a phenomenal start to this innings. The power play has surely gone into the favour of Lexington shotguns. Excellent keeping as well. Kept his eyes on the ball right till the end. And there's the man, Mr. Fahad Nawaz. What a take that was. If ever so we're going to have the top three catches, that one has to go down as one of the three. Nicely cut away. Now direct hit is required. And this would have been a big moment in the game. Would have been such a sorry departure really for the batter. So Sunny's got one more over. Is he going to ball the seventh over, or are we going to see Mujahid Amin being introduced into the attack straight away after the power play is concluded? Time will tell. At the moment he's gotten a deep square leg alongside a wideish deep third man. Nicely ball. Equally well played. Mohammad Anwar can take a bit of time because he's just made his way in the centre. We're still in the power play. Plenty of overs to go. But if there's someone which I have seen personally who can win you games from this juncture of the game, it has been Mohammad Anwar Khan. And the other end, Rashid Habib. They'll hope that he can get another 25 to 30 quick runs for him, for their side, beg your pardon. So, Mohammad Anwar, that is one man who's going to be holding the key. If ever so, they could chase another 138 in 14.2. Watchfully played, under his eye line. Yeah, this is what wickets do to you, really. Just completely takes up the momentum from you. At the moment, it's been one-way traffic. Two important wickets. Rashid Habib is still out there fighting the battle alongside Mohammad Anwar. He's just made his way in the centre. Mind you, it's a very important game for both the teams. They've lost one and won one. Playing their third game. Oh, beautifully done. They're asking the question. And the umpire seems to be unmoved. Well, there was a slight bit of deviation, but by the naked eye, it just looked like that the ball and the bat, it had a big gap between it. Power play done and dusted. It's 24 for 2. Yeah, so it seems like Sunny's going to bowl out here. And if they're smart, Mohammad Anwar and Rashid, I think he'll just continue the way he bats. He'll back his natural game plan, that is to go big. Oh, in fact, he takes a quick single, and has brought Mohammad Anwar early on strike. So I think the message has to be loud and clear. Just try to see off his over. Even if you play 5 dots, be it. You've got 13 more overs to go. It can be chased down. You've got 8 wickets in your hands. Just do not give him a wicket, because this is a big, big wicket. If ever so they pick Mohammad Anwar, that is one man who can win the game for your side. Even from this stage, I've seen it in the past. He's a special cricketer. So he needs to be a little calm, little mature, be sensible. Do not throw away your wicket, because he's bowling his last over. Let's not take any chances and see off his over. And then let's see later on what can be done. Yeah, that's nice, smart, sensible. Playing it intentionally along the carpet. Never wanted to hit it aerial. And Sunny also a smart operator. It would not be surprising at all if Sunny just tosses one up to Rashid Habib and entice him to go for a big shot. And I think if ever so he flights the ball, Rashid will take up the challenge. In fact, he fires it onto the stumps. So the plan is simple. They do have a strategy in their mind. They are just seeing off his over by knocking it around, taking singles and doubles, and they're constantly having a chat between each other, ensuring that they stay out there. That is the key. 3 more deliveries from Sunny. Nicely done. Good little back foot punch. Bit of a stutter. Oh, nicely done. Direct hit would have been very interesting. Required run rate. Yeah, it has gone up to 10 runs per over. But if these two stay out there, there is a slight bit of possibility. There's still Mujahid Amin remaining, one of the top bowlers of UAE domestic cricket. He's got so many variations under his sleeve. That's the end of the over. Sunny is done for the evening. Excellent figures. 27 for the loss of 2. Well, a bit of a miscalculation. Just one more delivery left. Only 3 runs in this over. It's the last delivery for Sunny. Yeah, he does well. It's a dot to close out the over. And Sunny is done for the night. Excellent figures. 27 for 2. So more spin being introduced. It's going to be Faisal Big, and straight away this is high up in the air. This is a big monstrous hit. They need more of those. This one has been tonked for big A. Yeah, they need to target someone. I think they're going after Faisal. Can't be targeting Mujahid Amin. That's not going to be the right approach. But this one has gone a long, long way. And Rashid Habib, we can certainly pack a punch. And Faisal Beg needs to realize that bowling shot isn't the right way to go about, especially to the likes of Rashid Habib. And I think that ball is not coming back, so we will be having a replace of the ball. So 6 vital runs coming in the very first delivery. And Faisal Beg bowling way too short to Rashid Habib, getting the full treatment. Now this is hit hard once again towards the extra cover. Oh! He slipped, but still he ensured that the ball does not touch the skirting. So full marks for the effort. You can see he's given his 100%. He's put his body on the line. And this could have been really nasty. I've seen a lot of these injuries happening in the field. Careful, young boy. You've got a long career ahead. You need to save yourself. That was not the best of sights, really. Yeah, that's a premeditated shot by Rashid Habib. Always looking to play towards the shorter part, which is on the leg side when you bowl from the far end. It's a bit of a cat and mouse going on between Faisal and Rashid. Yeah, he's forcing the issue. He's trying to play it towards the leg side. And you can see Mohammad Anwar, what he's telling him. He's telling him, look at the gap towards the leg side. There's a huge real estate. They do not even have a fine leg in the circle. Easy 2 runs. That's crashed and that's gone towards the boundary. This is going to be an interesting replay though. Faisal Beg, where was he going? And even though then Faisal Beg fired it onto the offside channel, and still Rashid Habib has gotten a boundary. Yeah, it's an exciting over and a handy one for Gems Education. They are certainly up for a fight. Faisal Beg has been quite expensive in his first over. Just offering a lot of width and room. Needs to take a leaf out of the notebook of Sunny. Hits it hard. Hasn't really timed it, but they might think to come back for the second. Denied by his partner. Does the right thing. Good over for Gems Education. It's 40 for 2. This is something which I was mentioning early on. If ever so, they would want to reach the target of 161. You will need Rashid Habib to fire. You need runs from him now. That's going away towards the boundary. And Sunny does well. Not the best of throws though. And they will get 3 runs to start off this over. This is where I believe it's going to be tricky for Gems Education, because this is where now they need to up the ante. But the moment now when you know that you need to get quick runs, Mujahid Amin has been introduced into the attack, and he will really enjoy his outing on this wicket. If ever so there is any assistance, he is going to take full advantage and benefit out of it. Mujahid Amin, a veteran left arm spinner, one of the finest left arm spinners UAE domestic cricket has produced. But now, once he's bowling to Rashid Habib, will target towards the leg side, which is the longest part of the ground. This is going to be a good little battle between these two. Strikes it hard, strikes it very hard. Oh, he's in fact gotten a boundary to his name. So, without taking any risks in this over, they've gotten 8 runs in the first 3 balls. Mujahid Amin, he knew that the moment he released the ball, it was way too short. And luckily, Rashid Habib opting to play along the carpet. Strikes it hard once again. Only a single. For Rashid Habib, they've got a wideish deep fine leg, a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and a long on. Wow. It's a pretty unorthodox feel. You don't really see that much often in a game of cricket. But yeah, that's what they've opted to have when Rashid Habib is on strike, because they know that he really fancies his chances playing towards the leg side. On the other end, Mohammad Anwar, he's played a lot of deliveries, hasn't gotten many runs. Lovely delivery, beautifully bowled. It's a top class delivery, drawing Mohammad Anwar to get his front foot forward and play with a straighter bat, and almost getting the better of him. And that's the arm delivery, but well read by Mohammad Anwar Khan. End of over number 9. It's 49 for 2. Faisal Beg was a bit short with his length. He needs to adjust his length ever so slightly, and also is the pace he was bowling. Yet again, too quick. They saw how Sunny was bowling in his burst. He was absolutely brilliant with his line and lengths, bowling the perfect channels. Now this is high up in the air. Oh, has he taken it or has he not? Well, valiant effort. It was a tough one because he had to pedal his way back. It was there for the taking, But that was a tough one, really. Did the hard part. He did get onto the ball, but just at the last split of a second could not hold on to it. It would have been a massive moment in the game. Anwar Khan, he's taken his time, scored just the 2 runs. How do you even play those? That was an unbelievable delivery, really. Faisal Beg, the amount of turn he's gotten. He's a finger spinner. Should be looking to bring the ball in, but that was a dusra. Took the ball away from Mohammad Anwar, who's now played 12 deliveries and he scored only 2. I'm sure he will be feeling the pressure and the heat. That's not the way he plays. I'm telling you, I've seen him. He comes out to open the innings. But in this tournament, he's given a different role. And so far, he hasn't found success. But on that occasion, yes, he has. Again, not learning from his mistakes. Faisal Beg firing it. And it was a drag down delivery, too short. And rocking back at the back foot was Mohammad Anwar Khan. One bounce. Into the fence she goes. A good little recovery passage for Gems Education after they lost 2 early wickets. And that approach against Sunny in the last over, that was quite admirable. Lovely delivery. He's got some variations. Bowls that excellent carom delivery as well, which the right-handers don't really read from his hands. That's why he picks up a lot of LBWs in bowls. Only a single to offer. They will be regrouping. They'll have a mini meeting after this delivery as the players will have the drinks break after this over. So Rashid Habib, can he be a little calm? It's the last delivery. Faisal can toss it up before the power play. In fact, he's offered some pace. So it's going to be only a single to close out the 10th over. 57 for 2 after 10, and the players will take drinks. Right there, another 105 required in the last 10 overs. He's hit this hard but straight towards the fielder. Now, this is getting interesting. Gems Education, somehow they're hanging in there. Rashid Habib, his presence is so important in the middle. Oh, beautifully done. And almost getting the better of Rashid Habib. This would have been a big moment in the game. And Mujahid Amin, hand on his hips. Still, I believe that it is Lexington Shotguns who are having an upper hand in this game. Unless there will be one big over where if Rashid Habib goes berserk, don't you think Mohammad Anwar Khan will be looking to be over aggressive? Short delivery, hits it hard, but no real power behind it. And that's all because the ball didn't really arrive to Mohammad Anwar. It did hold up into the surface. So it's getting interesting. Just have a feeling that something's now got to give. Rashid Habib on the other end, still out there in the center, inching closer to his 50. Will look to go big. Yeah, it's just a false start. Have to go back and reload. Yeah, it's a packed leg side field. 5 fielders on the leg side. Nicely done. That ball just spun so sharply, and Rashid Habib being careful against Mujahid Amin. So Quieto so far. That man on your screen, Fahad Nawaz. Why isn't he bowling? Another left arm spinner. He could be pretty handy on this wicket. Smacks it down the ground. And excellent bit of fielding. We'll get a couple of more runs added to the tally. It's a good little partnership now being formed between Anwar. It took his time initially, but now you can now sense that he's looking to play a bit more freely. He is getting it from the middle of the bat. Come down the track and he's been stumped. What a lovely delivery. It's Mujahid Amin in the end who's had the last laugh. Beautifully drawn. Adjusting his length. He saw the batter using his feet, and this is where he's such a smart bowler. Just bowled a bit shorter, and that extra bit of turn has undone Mohammad Anwar. This is a big moment in the game. They've picked up Mohammad Anwar, and that's a big blow. It's 62 for 3. In comes a very destructive batter, Balraj Singh. Rashid Habib is still out there. I think Faisal Beg will fancy his chances, because Rashid Habib, I think now he's just going to try to hit the ball out of the park on every single ball. Just like that, it's in the air. And lucky that he didn't get a lot of bat on this one. Balraj Singh was very confident during the toss. He said that he anyways wanted to Ball first. So he got what he wanted. And over to you, skipper. Let's see what he has in store. He's a strong man, no doubt. Strongly built. Lovely delivery. That's the carom ball. Very cautiously played by Balraj Singh. He knows that Faisal, he's got the knack of picking up wickets, and he just will keep on targeting the stumps. So just wisely choose your deliveries. Smacks it hard down the ground. Only a single. The required run rate is creeping up. It's going almost to 12 runs per over. Things aren't looking all that good and bright for the men in blue and black. So much now is dependent on Rashid Habib. The problem is that too many runs are required. Can he get a quick 25-30? Nicely ball. That's a very good delivery. Yeah, plenty happening out there. So much to offer from this wicket. And they have never really allowed the batters to cut loose and try to play those big shots. A slight bit of pause in his action before he delivers. Reminds me of the great Mohammad Hafiz of Pakistan. He used to come in and just to take the slight bit of pause, and then used to read as to what the batter is all about, and then deliver. Oh, that's the carom delivery, and not really turning big. A dot to close out a successful over. It's 65 for 3. It's not going to get any easier from this stage. Another speedster brought into the attack. Tahir, for the first time in this innings, he's been pulled away. And yet again, can't really find the timing. It's getting tougher and tougher. Such an important game, mind you, just to remind our viewers that both the teams, they have played a couple of games, and both the teams have lost one each and have won each. So much is at stake, and at the moment Lexington Shotguns, they'll believe they're riding high in confidence. It has been such a dominant performance by this talented team. They've got so many quality spinners in their lineup, and what an inclusion has Sunny been. I personally haven't seen much of him. I'm seeing him for the very first time in this tournament, and he's been super impressive. The way he comes in and releases the ball, gives a lot of revs, and that Dosra which he bowled today, lovely delivery. Yeah, each and every dot will creep up the required run rate very, very quickly. Yeah, from this stage, I think they should not just take things easy, because we've seen in the past that Rashid Habib, in one loose over, and he will take 20, 25 runs. Yeah, he is capable to do so. He's a natural power striker. He's a power hitter. And you would not want a power hitter at this stage because he will get you quick runs. Another dot. And they're getting a lot of applause and cheer from the dugout. And completely you could see Balraj was beaten by pace. Tahir can at times certainly generate quite a bit of gas and heat. And there you go. Father was the man behind all the planning and the strategies being implemented in this game. He's done well so far. Short delivery, it's in the air, chance! Oh, he's put it down. Not too sure if there was any calling between the two, but let's have a look at this one, whether if that was a catch or was it away far from the reach of the fielder. Yeah, just lost his balance. Maybe could have ran sideways. That could have been a better option. Nonetheless, he survives. Swing and a miss. Yeah, he's getting frustrated now. Rashid Habibi knows that they need 3 big overs if they would want to come back in this contest. So at the moment, it is Lexington shotguns. They'll feel that from here, they cannot lose this game. They can't afford to. Such a talented side, really. They've got some quality players in their team. Smart Pandit, I won't be surprised if you see him bowl. This is crashed and it's gone like a tracer bullet. He's bowling so well until this delivery, which was bowled right in the slot. And he created room for himself. And the moment he struck, that went to the boundary in no time. It's 71 for 3. So last 7 overs, 91 to win. They do have 7 wickets in their hands. The problem is the required run rate. Exactly 13 runs per over. Both the batters in the middle are power hitters. But it's that kind of a wicket where it's really not easy to smash every ball out of the proc. Oh, a bit of cat and mouse going on between the two. Just bailing out at the last second. Faisal missed out in the first innings with the bat. Oh, that is a big hit. Oh my word, where has this gone? That is a gigantic hit. That has been bludgeoned, literally. Yeah, he's a strong bloke. Look at him. And whack. Can certainly hit the ball hard. This one has been clobbered. What a hit. They need plenty more of these. So this is a good start to the over. A 6 to start off proceedings. Faisal Beg needs to understand there is no point offering pace. You need to slow down. Flight the ball. Back of the length. Simple. Tries to hit it hard yet again. Gets only a single, which will bring Rashid Habib back on strike. He's the only one who, I remember even the last game, was fighting the battle alone. And even this game, still out there. Just 3 runs shy to reaching a well-deserved half century. 84 needed in 6.4. It's possible. It's not over yet. Still 7 wickets in hands. One big over. And there will be some panic in the camp of Lexington Shotguns. But what I really like about these bowlers, they've come out with a plan against Rashid Habib. You can see that every time he's trying to shuffle across the stumps and play an eye towards the deep mid wicket, that's where they bowl short to him. And also, of course, the extra bit of turn which they get on offer. So it keeps on going away from his reach. And then what he has to do is just place it for a single. So very, very smart. And there you go. He's been castled. He's pumped up. He's charged. That's a big wicket. Balraj, we know he could have done a lot of damage. But yet again, the carom delivery, the one which goes away from the right-hander. And Faisal Bey getting the better of him. Clean bowled. A short stay for Balraj. The captain comes to the end. It's 79 for 4. Match is slipping out of the hands of Gems Education. In comes Sajid. He's been impressive in this tournament. Has been scoring runs for his team, but this is a challenge. Can he support his partner Rashid Habib and at the same time try to get runs as well? He's a batter who loves to play longer formats. Sajid, he's a proper cricketer, a genuine batter, and he's not one of those batters where he will come in and just smash you all over the park. He takes his time. A complete 50 over cricketer, or even a 2-day, 3-day, even a test match. Sajid, he's a complete batter, stroke maker. Again, that outside edge, dot delivery to end another successful over for Lexington Shotguns. It's 80 for 4. Still a lot of runs required. And I remember I said in the first innings that this score is sufficient on this wicket considering the bowling attack and the spinners they have in their side. It was always going to be difficult and they are finding it difficult. And now that the required run is almost 14, they've got no options apart from going big. Yeah, this is good. At least you would want Rashid Habib to take the majority of the strike for now. The other end, Tahir bowled an excellent first over. He's had a decent outing overall in this tournament. He's a special bowler. Just Tahir can bowl with some heat with the old ball. It really requires a lot of effort and you really need to give your 100% and bend your back and look at Tahir. gives his 100%. Now this is slashed away carefully, inching closer to 50. Rashid Habib was just 1 run shy. Yeah, it's one of those days where the batters can't really get going. That's all because of the wicket. It's really tacky. It's holding up into the surface. That's the field setup. They've got a deep cover in position alongside the long on, deep mid wicket, square leg, and the third man. That's going to be a wide, surely. Oh, in fact, he's gotten away with it. I think he's... it just ricocheted off his pads. Yes. It's a good decision once again by the umpire. Yeah, I think there's no point really hanging around. Sajid will have to play against his natural game play, which is to really play it along the carpet, build innings. That's the way he plays. Gets you 50s in like 40 to 50 balls. But today he'll have to go big. Just like that. This is high up in the air and it's gone for a maximum. That's what they need. They need maximums if they think they've got the slightest of chances to win this game. And Tahir Zaman offering so much pace. And the swing of the bat. No need to run. He knew that this has travelled a distance into the stands for a much needed maximum. Making a change in the field now. They have opted to bring the long on into the circle, and the point fielder is now going back towards the deep point region. So they've got a deep third man, deep cover, and a deep point. And he hammers him down the ground, very close to the captain. The idea was right by Sajid, knowing that the mid-off was in the circle. So he did his level best to create room for himself, but just could not time it. Didn't really come out the middle of the bat. And in a T10 game, 72 in 5.1, I've seen it getting chased down easily. But in a T20 game, and that too on a surface where there's a spin on offer, ball is keeping slightly low. It's a two-phase track. That's where it's getting slightly tough. So I would say it's an 80-20% ratio what I will give as per the win predictor. I'm going to give 80% to shotguns, Lexington shotguns, and 20% to Gems Education, and that's all because Rashid Habib and Sajid are out there. If they can find one huge massive over of 22-25 and then keep on chipping it with boundaries and maximals, you never know. Just like that, it's hit hard. It's hit very, very hard. And one bounce into the fence. So Sajid, he's turning on the heat. And Tahir Zaman has been expensive. Airing in his length. That's a poor delivery, really. Having a packed offside field, mid-off in the circle, and you opt to bowl full to him. 15 gone, 94 for 4. Well, the question remains to be asked, is this necessary? I'm not too sure with this move. Fahad Nawaz has asked Junaid Khan to come at this stage. Why would you do that? 68 required. They would not mind this. Rashid, Habib and Sajid batting against a part-timer where they still believe they can win this game. This is going to be an interesting over. Nicely ball. That's a good start. Nothing to take away from Junaid Khan. But at this stage, that's a big risk. I hope it pays off in their favour. But really, this is a gamble which they've taken. But is this gamble necessary? That's the question. Still 67 more needed. Junaid Khan Afridi is a part-time bowler. Smacks it and smacks it hard. And we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. If that has cleared the boundary. So that's what I was saying. To bring a new bowler and that to a part-timer at this stage. Not too sure with this move. It's been given as a boundary. So a perfect start to this over. 5 runs into. Can they get a big 20-run over? The hopes are alive. Until these two stay in the middle. Goes for a big shot once again. But finds the fielder. Sajid desperate to come back for the second and get back on strike. Now these are very important 3 deliveries for Gems Education. The 100 comes up in the 16th over. Still 62 more required. These 3 deliveries. Rashid Habib needs to understand that they might just not see Junaid Khan back into action in this game. I think this is just that 1 over he's going to get. So you need to cash on to these 3 deliveries. This is high up in the air and the trick has worked. That gamble has paid off and they have picked up Rashid Habib. Junaid Khan Afridi has picked up an important wicket of the opener Rashid Habib. Excellent catch in the deep. Nicely done. Good balance. No mistakes have been made. Entertaining knock by Rashid Habib. Showed a lot of promise. But problem was he was losing partners at the other end. It's 100 for 5. So he was struck for a bound in the second delivery, but in the end, somehow has managed to pick up a wicket. So if he can bowl 2 more good deliveries, that's it. The job which he was asked to do will be completed. Ali Tipu had a decent outing with the ball. Now has got a job with the bat. Beautifully bowled. Excellent delivery. Yeah, it's never going to be easy. The moment you come in and step in and try to go for big shots, it's not going to work. Required run rate now. 15 runs per over almost. Last delivery by Junaid. Only a single, which will also mean you'll have Ali Tipu on strike in the next over. So 61 needed in the last 24 deliveries. It's 101 for 5. Well, Junaid Khan Afridi is becoming a strong contender to be adjudged the player of the match if they cross the line and win this game, which I believe now they should not lose the game from here onwards. Mujahid, I mean, he's got 2 more overs, so more trouble times for the batting team. Another dot delivery. Oh, he slipped. Wrong end. Should have thrown to the non-striker end because Sajid just lost his balance. But even though if he would have thrown the ball to Mujahid, I can tell you Mujahid, I mean, would never have gotten him run out. He's a true sportsman, and he would have shown a lot of sportsman spirit and would have never gone to hit the stumps. I know Mujahid, I mean, very, very well. He's such a class act, such a humble personality. And what a tremendous bowler. 60 to win in 3.4. Sajid, the only last hope. If ever so, they have the slightest of chances. It's Sajid. If he gets out, that's it. Yeah, that's way too high. And they have scampered for a single. Yeah, he's not very happy with himself. He knows he's missed out. Because it wasn't fired onto the stumps, it was tossed up. So he had ample time to adjust and just decide where exactly he wanted to hit this. And in the end, got beaten all ends up. Charges down the ground, hits it towards cow corner. I think they're not going to come back for the second. Yeah, excellent bit of fielding. Good pick up and throw. So now inching closer to victory. Lexington shotguns after this win. Surely they are cementing a spot in the next round. Heading close to the knockout stages of the tournament. What an eventful tournament we've had. Beautifully ball, tossed up. Yeah, even Sajid is finding it difficult against Mujahid. He's got another over, not to forget. And Junaid Afridi, now I think he will be getting another over. I think he would be demanding an over now from his captain. Brilliant. Yet again, an excellent over Mujahid Amin, given only 4 runs to conclude the 17th over. It's 105 for 5. Yeah, so no surprises. Junaid Khan gets another go. Beautifully balled. They're asking the question. No, a bit over ambitious. Yeah, easy decision for the umpire. Too much turn, too much bounce. And good call yet again. Oh, that's it. Another one goes down. What a brilliant all-round performance by Junaid. He's picked up another one. And rightfully so, the captain persisting with Junaid Khan, and he has picked up Sajid, and now it's pretty much done and dusted. He was the only hope, I believe, if they had any chance whatsoever, but lovely stumping. Another one goes down and they're falling apart now, Gems Education. It's 105 for 6. What a brilliant all-round performance by Lexington Shotguns. First with the bat, and it was this man on your screen did the bulk of scoring. And now he's spinning the web with the ball. 2 wickets to his name. Sabah is off the mark with a single, but it's a bit too late. Gems Education, they did well in the first innings with the ball, where at one stage it looked like even 200 was on the card, but some brilliant bowling got them back into the game, and 162 was the target to be achieved, which is quite achievable. But the bowlers of Lexington Shotguns, they made it so difficult for them, especially against the likes of Rashid Habib. Kept on firing it towards the offside channel and never really allowed him to come underneath the ball. He was getting a little frustrated and irritated, rightfully so, because they were bowling in the areas where he doesn't like to play, which is towards the offside. He's trying to literally force the issue. Lovely delivery. Tossed up Junaid Khan as well as getting a lot of turn. Mujahid Amin, he's got one more over. He'll be bowling the next one. Sure. Maybe Junaid Khan could get another go and can bowl the last over of the game. Yeah, this is a brilliant over yet again by Junaid, conceding only 2 runs and has picked up a wicket. It's 107 for 6 after 18. Mujahid Amin to be bowling his last over, and that too the penultimate one. Beautifully bowled, nicely played as well. Ali Tipu was super impressive with the ball, but now he's come on to bat at a stage where I think there was a bit too much left for him. The job was for the top order batters and the middle order batters. Anwar Khan, he took a lot of time. That was the time really they needed runs, but he ate so many deliveries. Now this has been hit very hard. It's gone towards the boundary, but it's a bit too late. The match is pretty much done and dusted. It's proven to be a pretty one-sided encounter, what should have been a thriller. But the spinners never let Gems Education get into the game ever so in the contest. Smacks it hard. Only a single. Such a talented side of Lexington Shotguns. Of course, Fahad Nawaz, the captain, he's not bowling. Yeah, there he is, marshalling his troops. He's done exceptionally well. But hats off to these bowlers, really, to be bowling in these conditions where there is so much dew. The ball is wet. Lovely delivery, beautifully bowled. It's a dream delivery for any left arm spinner in the world. And he's picked up a wicket for him. So that's his second wicket, Mujahid Amin. And has stumped the batter. So it's just going to be a matter of time now. This match is over. Just 8 more legal deliveries remaining. It's 112 for 7. He bowled extremely well in the second spell though. He was expensive in his first, but then did a decent job. But now he's come out to bat to just enjoy, get a personal milestone, maybe hit a 6 against Mujahid, and then have a memory for your life that you hit a 6 against Mujahid. I mean, it's not easy to hit 6s against him, I can tell you. Look at those figures, very economical. And one thing I like about Mujahid, every time he comes into ball, he balls with a big heart, loves his cricket. You'll always see a wry smile on his face. That is what is important, really. First thing, you need to enjoy the game. And yeah, you can easily tell he's loving it out there. Smacks it hard. A single to close out the penultimate over, and an excellent spell by Mujahid Amin yet again. It's 114 for 7. Junaid gets another over. I don't think so he was expecting to come and bowl. But we need to give him a credit as well, because he came to bowl when Rashid and Sajid both were there in the middle. So he showed a lot of courage. He's a brave cricketer. Used to play for 7 districts for a very, very long time and has been a great servant for that team. Now has switched teams and has been very impressive. This is hit hard down the ground. It's gone for a maximum. Shabir can enjoy this short little outing. Yeah, tailenders, they like to bat. They just like to throw whatever comes in their way, and this one was hit very, very hard by Shabir. Especially the left-handers, very explosive they are. Nicely bowled, flatter, quicker, and a hint of turn. Completely beating Shabir on that occasion. Yeah, that's going to be a stumping, surely. And now I believe that Junaid Khan will surely be adjudged the player of the match, because he's picked up his third, and he's also gotten a 50 to his name. So after hitting a big 6, Shabir will have to go back to the dugout. It's 121 for 8. Yeah, super impressive. Yet again, Junaid Khan Afridi. Such a talented all-rounder. Nicely done. Gets a single and will bring Ali Tipu, who will have the privilege to play the last delivery and have some fun. Dance down the track and smash her out of the park. Yeah, I think they will be taking a lot of positives out of the game. Gems Education, they've missed the lights of their captain, surely, Zafar Raja. That was a big blow, him missing out. His 4 overs were so important this evening against Lexington Shotguns. It's the last delivery. Oh, hits it hard. Hits it very hard. Gets a maximum. It's into the stands, but that still will not help the cause, as This is the end of the game. They won this game by 34 runs. In fact, 33 runs. It has been a thumping victory, a pretty much one-sided encounter. And Gems Education have been eliminated, I believe, in this tournament. So Rashid Habib, good knock of 50. Lone Warrior Sandeep Singh Sandhi, reckless shot. Daud Ijaz throwing away his wicket. Anwar Khan ate up a lot of deliveries. And then, it's the batting just started and nobody could come in and provide that much needed impetus. 3 extras. Very, very economical when it comes to their extras. Yeah, excellent. A lot to talk about. Mohsin yet again impressive, didn't pick up a wicket. Faisal Beg picked up a wicket. Mujahid Amin, pick of the bowlers was Sunny Azam. 2 wickets, 11 runs with the economy of 2.75. And Junaid Khan in the end coming in and picking up 3 wickets, sealing the deal for his team. Match 16. Done and dusted. Lexington shotguns. 161 is what they've scored. Junaid Khan a magnificent 69. And Nasir Faraz yet again. What a tremendous performance. 60 unbeaten. In reply, 128 is what they've scored in the allotted 20 overs. They were on the verge of being bowled out. Rashid Habib, the only lone warrior. And Junaid Khan yet again. His name in the bowling column as well. 3 wickets to his name. Sunny and Mujahid. The spinners bowling exceptionally well. Well, we'll dive into a short break, and once we are back, we will be all set for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned. Welcome to the post-match presentation of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Firstly, I would like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all its administration involved behind the scenes for such a wonderful tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, commercial partner Sport Ethics, broadcast partner cricketlounge.tv. It was match number 16 where Lexington Shotguns has comfortably defeated Gems Education by 33 runs and have cemented their spot for the next round. Commencing ahead, we would be moving forward for the player of the award of the night, and the player of the award will be given by our esteemed match team, Mr. Tehseen Javed, and the award goes to, no surprises, it has to go to Junaid Khan for his brilliant all-round performance. First, of course, his heroics with the bat, 69 runs, hit 8 fours and 2 huge sixes, and then came out in the latter part of the innings with the ball and picked up 3 wickets and gave only 23 runs. Has done a phenomenal job for his team to clinch victory against Gems Education. जुनैद खान आफरीदी, क्या ही ज़बरदस्त शानदार ऑलराउंड परफॉर्मेंस थी. सबसे पहले तो हम आपकी बैटिंग के बारे में बात करेंगे. कितना एंजॉय किया था अपनी बैटिंग?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ कि ऐसी परफॉर्मेंस रही. और दूसरी बात तो बैटिंग का, तो जैसे ही मैं अंदर गया तो बॉल वाज कमिंग नाइसली टू द बैट एंड आई अप्लाई माय बैटिंग जिस तरह मेरी बैटिंग थी और अपना ही खेला तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा रहा.
कितनी मेहनत होती है बिहाइंड द सीन्स में? हमें पता है कि आप बड़े रन्स कर रहे हैं, कंसिस्टेंट परफॉर्मेंसेस जा रही है, तो कुछ बताएं उसके बारे में.
ऑब्वियसली आपको पता है एज अ प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेटर आपके लाइफ में अप्स एंड डाउन्स होती हैं. और रिसेंटली मेरा थोड़ा बैड पेज भी चल रहा था, तो उसमें ये था कि अपने आप को बेक किया, अपने आप पे सेल्फ बिलीफ था और इसी तरह अपना जो हार्ड वर्क होता है उसके पीछे, तो अपना हार्ड वर्क किया और अल्लाह पे बिलीफ था. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा रहा.
आपकी बैटिंग की जलवे तो हमने बहुत देखी है अपने पास में. बॉलिंग के बारे में कुछ बताएं, क्या आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे बॉल करने आ रहे थे जब?
जी बिल्कुल. विकेट थोड़ी स्लो थी अर्ली ऑन. जिस तरह हम बैटिंग कर रहे थे तो स्किपर से बात हो रही थी कि विकेट पे जितना हम स्लो बॉलिंग करेंगे, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी विकेट स्लो है तो ब्रेक भी है, तो वही था कि लास्ट में अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा ग्रैब किया.
आखिरी सवाल, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
ऑब्वियसली मैं ये अपने पेरेंट्स को करूँगा, क्योंकि उनकी दुआएं हैं कि इस मकाम पे हम हैं और इंशाल्लाह आगे भी कोशिश करेंगे कि इसी तरह अच्छा खेलते रहें.
चले, हमारी भी यही दुआ है, आप ऐसे खेलते रहें. कांग्रेचुलेशन जुनैद, और इंशाल्लाह बेस्ट लक फॉर द फ्यूचर गेम्स एज वेल.
थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू सो मच.
That was Junaid for his magnificent all-round performance. We're done and dusted with the post-match presentation, but do join us tomorrow as we have another exciting game lined up for you. Until then, it's goodbye and God bless.